Hi friends, I'm Emily Lay, and you're listening to the Simplified podcast. If you're looking for a quiet place where you can filter out the noise and the hustle, this is it. Every week I invite you to slow down and join me to explore practical ways to organize and automate the complicated parts of life so you can focus on what truly matters most. Today we're talking about how to get your home organized for a season change. It's not fall yet, but here in Pensacola, it's starting to get a little cooler. And every morning I go on the porch and greet the day with my Lists Are My Love Language coffee mug. Can't stop, won't stop, you guys. This mug is so cute. It just makes me happy every time I look at it. If you're as nerdy as I am, you can get your own Lists Are My Love Language mug, or even our adorable Floral Bees mug over on emilylay.com. Welcome to September, you guys. Who's excited to be done with August? If you could see me, I have both hands up right now because it gets steamy down here in Florida. I can't tell you how excited I am for the seasons to change so that we can get a cozy dose of fall in just a few weeks. Maybe it's already feeling like fall where you are. One of my friends just got back from Vermont, and she said the trees have already started to turn a little bit, and that she had to wear a sweatshirt every day because it was that chilly. I am so jealous. But listen, fall will be here before you know it, and all the fun things that come with it. In the Lay House, this time of year, when the seasons change, is kind of like spring. I like to tweak a few things around my home so it works a little better for us in the season ahead, especially before I get super busy with the holidays. I'm changing around what's in our closet, in our kitchen and pantry. There are certain things I clean and prep inside and out to prepare for cooler weather ahead. My winterizing is pretty light here in Pensacola because it just doesn't get that cold. But for so many of you, I know winter is a huge reality and it requires a lot of work and prep. It can feel like there's a lot to do this time of year between celebrating the harvest season and getting ready for the holidays and colder winter weather ahead. But we'll tackle it all one step at a time. And remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Maybe do one task a day over the next couple of weeks, and you'll be surprised by how quickly it adds up. First, let's tackle your closets. To me, closets are always a great place to start because there's nothing like opening a door to a space that used to be a jumbled mess. But now you've rearranged it to make it orderly and make it feel like it works for you. Really, it's such a small thing, but it just helps my brain make fewer decisions, and it doesn't have to work as hard. I am all about the shortcuts. I'll be talking mostly about bedroom closets here, but this could totally apply to coat closets and the like, if you have them. So when it comes to preparing your closet for colder seasons ahead, your first step is going to be pretty obvious. It's time to make space for cold weather clothes. You want to be able to open your closet and see jackets and coats, sweaters and scarves, and everything else you have on hand. That's the goal. First, we're going to start with a mini ruthless declutter for your warm weather clothes. Go through the items you won't wear when the weather turns and decide if they're still working for you. If they are, keep them. If not, decide what you can donate and what needs to be thrown out. Then you need to decide how to store your out-of-season clothes. Maybe you tuck them into a storage container in the corner of the closet or under the bed. Maybe you have a drawer at the bottom of your dresser for that kind of thing. Maybe you pop them in the attic or basement. However you need to put these clothes out of sight, go do it. Next, it's time to get out all your sweaters and jackets and long-sleeve shirts and put them where you can see them in your closet. Organize them however you like, by clothing item, by color, whatever. Also, make sure your cold weather accessories are easy to grab. Scarves, gloves, mittens, hats, earmuffs, that kind of thing. Maybe they're in a little basket so you can grab and go as you need them. Also, if you stored your heavier blankets somewhere else, it's time to pull them out. Make sure they're easy to reach on those chilly nights. And that's it for closets. It's not so bad. And here's a pro tip. Do your closet first, then help your kids tackle their closets, or bribe older kids to do it themselves. And if you live with a partner, ask them nicely to do theirs. But if they don't, hey, that's not your problem. Just try not to gloat too much when they can't find their gloves and you're already out the door. Next, let's give your kitchen a refresh. I like to start by giving everything a good scrub. You can be as ambitious as you want here. You can clean surfaces, or you can go deep and do the inside of the fridge and cabinets, whatever you have the capacity for. But first things first, let's start with surfaces. Fill a bucket with hot water and add a teaspoon of powdered Tide. Get a rag and wipe down the front of your cabinets. If they're really greasy, especially around the hood of your oven, grab some Mr. Clean, like the big green bottle of it. Mr. Clean's got a powerful degreaser in it, and it'll help get the gunk off a lot. Thanks for teaching me that. Go Clean Co. on Instagram. Then take that rag and clean the walls, the backsplash, and the countertops. Move everything off the counters and clean behind things. Polish appliances. Make everything sparkle. If you're feeling really ambitious, clean out the fridge. Check expiration dates and toss anything that needs to go. Make another batch of that hot water Tide cleaning solution and add a splash of bleach. Wipe down all the shelves and bins. You can even take them out and wash them in the sink if they have a lot of gunk. Then, if you want an A++ on this assignment, you could turn your attention to the inside of your cabinets. Rearrange everything to your liking, maybe clean the shelves, find all the stray Tupperware lids, whatever your heart desires. After the kitchen is nice and clean, I think about the cooking tools I'll need for the colder season ahead. Because as we know, cold weather means soups. It means braises, like when you make a delicious Sunday pot roast. It means all the delicious, brothy foods that take a while to simmer and make your house smell magical. So for me, that means I need my Instant Pot and Dutch oven close by. Sometimes I move them around in my cabinets because I don't use them as much in the warm weather months, but when I'm getting ready for the colder season, I move them to the front of my cabinet so they're easy to reach and don't have to move around a ton of pans to get to them. It's a small thing, but trust me, if you don't want to move heaven and earth to get to your Instant Pot, you're going to thank yourself on that random Tuesday night when you're in the mood to make lemon chicken potato soup in your Instant Pot, but you don't want to take apart your cabinets to do it. P.S. We are talking all about soup in a few weeks with none other than the master of soup, Brie McCoy. So stay tuned for all of that coming up. She is the mastermind behind my favorite lemon chicken potato soup that I love so much. But make sure that you download that episode when it comes out. Another pro tip, keep your pantry stocked with fun fall snacks. S'mores supplies, a bowl full of Reese's pumpkins. I can't even keep those in my house. They just don't last. A stash of your favorite hot chocolate and tea for cold nights. Those things are little, but they really matter. Next, let's turn our attention to prepping the indoors for a cooler season. First, here is a question. When's the last time you adjusted your thermostat? Is it time to adjust it a smidge to reflect cooler temps? If you're in the South right now, I know you're laughing at me because it's like 175 degrees outside, but it will be cooler before you know it. Even adjusting your thermostat by a few degrees can add up to a lot of money back in your pocket. So if the weather is not steamy where you are, maybe you can bring the temps down just a couple degrees. Next, quick reminder for you hardy people who deal with long winters. How's your firewood stash? Do you need to order any heating supplies like heating oil or propane to get you through the colder temps? Did your electric heater go on the fritz last season and you haven't ordered a new one yet? Now is the time to think about it when you aren't snowed in and can do something about it. Also, Godspeed, snow people. I literally, I don't know how you do it at all. And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Sometimes when we're dealing with a problem, it can be tough to try to find a solution when the problem seems so big. As a leader of a small business, I try to be a problem solver. But sometimes it's tough to get into that mode, especially when I can't see the way forward. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. I've been meeting with a therapist for a few years now, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made for myself. She's helped me realize that I don't have to be perfect to solve my problems, and it's not my job to solve everything alone either. That's helped me let go of so much stress and find so much peace. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. You can get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey and switch therapists at any time. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/simplified today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/simplified. Every year when we head back to school, it's inevitable. Somebody in the lay house gets sick. Somebody's coming home with a cold, a sore throat, and then, one by one, we all get sick too. Lately, I've been disinfecting counters and doorknobs and using lots of hand sanitizer. But you know what else? Since viruses and bacteria can be passed through the air, now I make sure the air in our home is fresh and clean. And that's where April Air comes in. April Air is healthy air, and they have professional-grade air quality solutions that can help your family breathe easy inside your home. Their signature healthy air system is right for any home in any climate, combining fresh air ventilation, filtration, humidity control, and so much more to protect your family from pollutants, viruses, and other contaminants. So get the best protection for your home and family. Find out which April Air solution is right for you at aprilair.com/simplified. That's aprilair, AIRE.com/simplified. Also, if you have any weather stripping around your doors and windows, check to make sure they're working properly so that the warm air will stay inside and your heating bill will stay low. Then check all your important safety stuff like smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, all those things. Make sure their batteries are fresh because nobody likes hunting those batteries down in the middle of the night while the alarm's chirping at you. Next, think about giving your space a general cleaning. Vacuuming, wiping the walls and baseboards down, tables, light fixtures. And then here's the fun part. Put away any spring and summer decor. We call this undecorating here because nobody likes to decorate on top of decorations. It just becomes cluttery. So put all of your springy stuff away and bring out your cute fall and harvest things. All the decorative pumpkins, bats, jack-o'-lanterns, you know. And then if you're really feeling ahead of the game, make sure your winter holiday decorations are easy to get to because sooner or later you'll be getting those out as well. And then finally, we're going to tackle the outdoors. First, the easy stuff. If you're not going to use your outdoor furniture for that much longer, it's time to put it away. If you don't have a place for that, then no worries. Get some covers for your furniture so it's protected in the winter months. That will also help it last longer too. Next, do some general yard maintenance if you have some green stuff to take care of where you live. Trim overgrown bushes, deadhead any flowers, rake the leaves. If you're feeling really ambitious, you can clean out those gutters and make a plan to clean them again later in the season, especially if you live near a lot of trees. You don't want leaves gunking up your gutters. And maybe if you have an older neighbor, maybe ask if they need help with that as well. Then it's time to make your porch cute. Go to your local nursery and pick up some sweet mums, pumpkins, and gourds. Break out your favorite fall. By the way, I have to laugh at this. Every time I see somebody on Instagram with really cute like front porch situations in the fall and they have like the mums and the gourds and the pumpkins, all I can think is like, it must be nice because I literally have never, well, I did try once to decorate with mums and they just fried themselves on my front porch and died. And then the gourds and pumpkins, they just rot because it's 150 degrees here until like November. So sometimes what I like to do is get the fake stuff because then I don't have to worry about it rotting on my front porch. If you live somewhere super hot like me, that might be an option. It still looks cute, you know, even though it's not real. Also, it doesn't matter where you live. Like if you don't have a porch, make your front door cute. You can get a cute little wreath or that kind of thing just to make it a little fall-ish where you are. So there you have it. These are just a couple suggestions to get your home ready for fall, make it super cute, and feeling really cozy for the season. As we close out this episode, I want to say a blessing for you as we leave our time together here on the podcast and all get back to our days. As the days grow shorter, may you find more time for rest and comfort. As the air fills with a crisp chill, may you find the warmth of a cozy home you've created with love. And above all, may your cooler season be filled with all your favorites, the rituals, the treats, and the people you love most. As always, I love to leave you guys with a tip to put what we've talked about today into practice. And by the way, if you can hear my kids in the background, it is after school and they do not know how to be quiet. Welcome to my life. But here's your simplicity tip for the week. Do you remember the infomercial for space bags back in the 90s? The ones where you'd watch people stuff clothes and blankets into a plastic bag and use a vacuum hose to suck out all the air? Well, it turns out they actually work. So if you're looking to store some out-of-season clothes or blankets and need a little more space to put them away, pick up a few of these puppies. You can always store these bags in the back of your closet or under the bed, and no one will know. Thank you guys for listening to the Simplified podcast. I hope today's episode reminded you of a few things to check off your list as the seasons change. You can find all of our show notes for this episode and all episodes at emilylay.com/podcast, where you can check out links and resources mentioned here and shop our Simplified brand of planners and products. By the way, if you are working on holiday gifts, it's never too early to start working on those holiday gifts. Simplified has all the fun holiday gifts for all the women in your life. I hope you love our show. I know I love making it for you. The simplest way you can enjoy it is to subscribe to the show so it'll pop right into your phone without you having to even think about it. And while you're subscribing, it's easy to rate and review the show while you're there. This is a small thing that helps to get the show to other people who might enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Till next time, thanks for listening.